very special event is coming up in Northampton, a two-day photographic blitz, as it's being called, this first weekend of May. Here to tell us about it, two of the people who are involved, Nan Wolverton, Director of Historic Northampton, and Stan Sherer, Vice President of the Board of Trustees at Historic Northampton. Nan Wolverton, let me ask you first, it's called Midnight to Midnight, a 48-hour photography blitz. What is this about?
Well, this is a chance for the people of Northampton to really create their own self-portrait. So between the hours of midnight on May 2nd up to midnight on May 3rd, 48-hour period, we're asking people to go out and photograph everything that they feel is important about Northampton to preserve for a digital archive, so we have a photographic record. So we're really hoping that the community will photograph as much as possible. Making history present is what we're really looking for here, and really trying to reach out to the entire community to do that.
Well, Stan Sherer, this is all day Friday, May 2nd, all day into the evening, right up till it becomes Sunday morning, if you will, correct. May 4th. Really kind of a fascinating idea, and it's open to everybody.
It's open to everybody. The person does not have to live in Northampton. You can come to Northampton and participate. We are wanting everything photographed, every possible thing of interest. If you're interested in the arts or interested in how the firefighters work, from top to bottom, let's photograph it.
Okay. Nan Wolverton, I know you're working with the Northampton Camera Club and the Forbes Library. Where did this idea come from? I mean, things like this have been done other ways, other parts of the country. I mean, I think there was a World Photography Day once a few years back where people were invited. But for Northampton, where's this come from?
Yeah, well, we had an exhibition in one of our galleries last year, into December into January, that the Camera Club actually produced for us. It was a great exhibition, and I was really taken by the fact that I could overhear visitors commenting on how these were all photographs that were taken earlier in 2013. And by the time the exhibition was up, people were commenting on how things had changed, that already within that a few months, things had changed in the environment. Buildings had disappeared or something had changed. So I was really intrigued by that. And one of our board members mentioned a project that she was involved in many years ago in Danvers, Massachusetts, and that was successful in reaching out to the community, which is what we're really hoping to do at Historic Northampton. We're at a transitional state here where we're really trying to build up our membership and to let the community of Northampton know that we want them involved as much as possible in creating and telling their stories. And so this seemed like a great opportunity to do that. So it grew out of kind of a combination of things. And then it kind of evolved into this project that involved the Camera Club because of their know-how, and the Forbes Library because of the space that they have. And so we really hope that this will enable us to develop an archive that we can look back toward to help tell the story of Northampton in 2014 during that 48-hour period. And we may build on this and do this again if it goes well.
Stan, let me ask you, I mean, I notice you're so passionate about this. You're nodding along vigorously at everything Nan says. Historic Northampton, but obviously history is every minute. Anything that happened 5 minutes ago, in a sense, is history. I mean, this is instant history, isn't it?
Yes, it's history as it's happening. And by the way, this is the catalog that accompanied the exhibit produced by the Northampton Camera Club. And the title, I think, is very, it says it all, Northampton as we see it. And really, this is what we're hoping to continue. And for one thing, photography has evolved so dramatically over the last decade. And I'm very interested in seeing how people are approaching photography now. I'm expecting that we'll have a significant number of images made with cell phones, for example. And one of the things that this project will document is how people are making pictures now. What's the technology that is employed? And my career in photography really, you know, it was all film and then all digital. And this is a fascinating episode to take part in. How do people take pictures now?
Nan Wolverton, let's go through some of the logistics for viewers. Stan pointed out a while ago, you don't have to be from Northampton, but you've got to be in Northampton, take a picture of something happening there. Anybody and everybody, doesn't matter, age, kind of camera, anything.
That's
If you
right.
can take an image, you want to see it. There's a limit, I think, on how many they can submit to you, and take us through that a little bit.
Sure. We're asking that people take up to 12 photos, and they can then upload those anytime after May 3rd up until May 10th. We have that week to let them upload the photographs. They can do that through our website, and also on the website is all the information they may need about the process, what sorts of, we have kind of a general notion of the kinds of things we would like people to include if possible, but we also are leaving it up to individuals to decide what they feel is important. So there's a lot of information there to kind of help get people started. And we're asking that the images be no longer than, is it 25?
25 megabytes is maximum file size.
So those are the kind of the basics I think that people need to know to make sure that, and when they upload, there's instructions there on the fact that we'd like to have their name and where they took the photo and a name for the photo if they're willing to do that, so that will really help give us a good, the information for the digital archive that we're creating.
Well, Nan Wolverton and Stan Sherer from Historic Northampton. It's going to be fascinating to see what you get. It's Midnight to Midnight, a 48-hour photography blitz of Northampton. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.